What's up guys, my name is Dominic Barbato. Welcome back to this channel. Thank you for being here. And if at all, during this video you find something exciting or interesting, hit that like button, leave a comment, hit the notification bell, join the family, subscribe, and I genuinely have to say thank you to the 20,000 of you. Plus now we've now increased past 20,000. Without you, this channel is honestly nothing. So thank you so much for subscribing, watching the videos, liking, commenting, and without further ado, here's the first tip. So I did a video like this last year, and this video will be similar to that, but I'm gonna also add on top of that. That video was pretty basic, so if you are a beginner, that video might be better for you to watch, and I'll leave an information card here and a link down below here. But in this video, we're gonna go deeper into it, and that essentially the first thing is market research. So when you're starting your vending business, depending on where you are, you could be in Alaska, Hawaii, California. I love how I named the most random places at first, but you could be in any state, and you need to research your area, vending machine companies, vending machine service, find some of the small players, find some of the big players, and see where they're putting their machines. Do a little spy research and kind of just see what are the best accounts, best locations, who are they doing business with. And from that, you can develop a plan, a radius, and figure out which locations are gonna be better for you to focus on. Within the market research comes our second tip, which is you need to know what machines you're going to place in what locations, in what areas within that location, and you need to know how many employees and their hours of operation are. So these things are very important when it comes to deciding how to start and even how to grow. Because let's say you're in the vending machine business and you hit this video because you want to grow and you want to learn from someone who's been in the industry a little longer than you. Well, I think the biggest thing is, do you want to stick with whatever avenue of vending machines you're going down, or do you want to change? There are so many components to the vending machine business and so many different opportunities within the space that I barely could probably cover in one single video. But you simply could start with gumball machines, toy machines, crane machines, ATM machines, cut to win machines, soda snack machines, frozen food machines, ice cream machines. You could even buy a pizza vending machine now, a burger vending machine now, or you could start much simpler and buy yourself some honor boxes. If you want to learn about honor boxes, go to vendingbusinesssolutions.com and we'll discuss more of that on that website. But in this video, I think the biggest thing for you to know is where are you going to grow and where do you see the most profit? And that brings us into step 3, which is essentially how much profit are you expecting to make every single month? And with that, the thought really is start with the end in mind. You have to know where you want to be a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. Some people jump into the vending business, buy up some routes, make the business a little better, help it grow, put better products that turn over higher revenues, and then they flip it and they sell it. This is also a profitable way to get a vending business or to start a vending business, is buy other routes, make them more profitable, and now you have a bigger business that you bought for cheaper than what it actually is according to the books. So depending on how you want to start, that's how you're going to finish too. That was always something someone always told me. Start how you want to finish, but also have the end in mind of how you want to finish in the vending machine business. Don't just hop in, 1 foot in, not know if you want to do it, get a snack machine, a soda machine, put it on location, and then you don't like the business. Kind of get a feel for what you want in the future of your vending business, whether it's a monetary thing, a machine thing, a business thing, whatever it is, have some idea of what you anticipate the future of your vending machine business looking like, so that you have an idea of where you're growing towards and not just haphazardly starting, figuring out different licensing, tax things, and never actually policing your machines. This video is not just for you to sit back and watch and grab the information. This is for the people who are serious about starting a vending business and kind of want to learn different things that may not be taught on other avenues of YouTube or books and whatnot. But I will take a second here to thank our sponsor of today's video, Vending Exchange. VendingExchange.com is a platform for vending business owners to find, buy, and even sell vending machine locations across the entire United States. This platform harnesses great software which allows you to sign up to their website. There'll be a link down below for you to sign up, be able to create an account, and then it has your zip code, and whenever there are leads in your area, you can purchase these leads through their website, put in your credit card information, and bam, you now have your first vending location. And I think personally, this is not what they say, but you can get locations probably about 5 times as quick when using their platform if they find locations in your area. So if you're interested in this, vendingexchange.com, awesome platform. I use it myself. Link down below in the description. But now let's get back to the video. And that brings us right into step 5. Location, location, location. This is the business of vending machines. It is all about location, and as with any retail business, where you place your business, where the people are, if they can find your machines, that's how you're gonna be successful, and that's how you're gonna turn over the most product and make the most profit in the end. So this is something that's super important when you're starting your vending business. Know the locations that you're gonna be looking for, find the best accounts. I do have a video on this channel about my 5-step pillars to finding good accounts, but I'll give you 3 of those here in this video, and 1 is captivity. I wanted to start with that because people always hear like captivity. That sounds kind of absurd, but the truth of it is, if you have a location that's 1 mile, 2 miles, 5 miles, 10 miles from the nearest grocery store, Wawa, 7-Eleven, wherever you buy snacks and drinks in your area, if the employees of that business are far enough away where they can't, between breaks, go and get a snack, vending machines will serve very well in those locations. But enough on captivity. The second main thing is hours of operation. I have found that 6 days a week for vending machine accounts is your bread and butter. If you can find accounts that are 7 days a week, you usually have a gold mine, depending on the type of business that it is. Along with location, hours of operation, I think the next biggest thing is employee count. But I will say this, don't just go out there looking for 100, 200, 300 employees. When you start your vending business, you're gonna wanna start with accounts that have maybe 50 employees or less, just because you don't know the ins and outs of this business. I'm not gonna say this business is super complicated where you might not be able to figure out how to run a business that has 100, 200, 300 employees, but you're gonna see very quickly that having that many employees, you need to kind of have a different knack for this business. And when you're just starting, it's always better to start small. And that's just my opinion. That's how I started. I started with 12 used plastic junk, used Vendstar 3000 machines. And you know, it worked out for me because from those, within the first 3 years of placing those and adding onto those with better machines, bulk candy machines and toy machines, I was able to get my first soda and snack machine, and soon after my second, and then it never stopped. And now I've been running this business for just over 9 years now. So very exciting stuff. I'm excited for you guys to be able to get your own machines out there, but make sure you take some of this advice to heart. And if not, well, I hope you at least commented or liked the video just so we can get that YouTube algo going so the other people interested in the vending machine business can see this video too. On to step 6, choosing your machines and products wisely. In this video, I could definitely list out some names of drink machines, snack machines, and bulk candy machines, as well as cream machines that I think are really good. Starting off with your drink machines, I run predominantly a soda and snack vending machine business, meaning that I have snack and drink machines, as well as combination machines, meaning snacks on the top, drinks on the bottom. Best machines, here we go. AMS, Royal, Dixie Narco, BevMax, Sega. Those are the ones I'll name there. And then as for your bulk candy machines, candymachines.com, they're really great. They recently bought out, I believe, Rhino vending machines, which are your candy and toy vending machines, so you could check them out, as well as Pipeline Games for your cranes. They have some of the best cranes that I've seen. And then if you're looking for mini cranes, I have 3 videos on mini cranes on my channel, so you could check those out and learn more about that business. But mini cranes are sold by candymachines.com, as well as some other companies online, which I can't think of off the top of my head, but I've personally bought from candymachines.com. Great machines, still running those today. And then I've also imported my own from China. And as well, like I said, those videos are on my channel talking about mini crane business. It's a very niche type of crane machine business, and can make you some good money. So depending on how you want to start, obviously, if you're watching this video, you might be figuring it out or seeing, you know, what's the next steps of how you're going to grow. And you could check those videos out to learn more about the mini crane business if you don't already know about them. But let's get into the next one. This is super important. Marketing and customer experience. We are in a service-driven business, meaning your vending machines are provided as a service to businesses, to offices, to warehouse, to restaurants, whatever type of niche or horizontal of the vending business you are in. You need to be good at marketing and customer experience. Let me explain why I say marketing and not just customer experience. Because if you can't market your vending business in your area, if you're not able to get your name out there, that you're a better provider than your competition, you're gonna have a hard time starting your vending business, because to get your first account is the hardest. Just like it is to make your first $100,000 that you have in the bank, That's the same with getting your first vending machine. I truly believe these are the hardest things, but after you get that first account, you kind of have a little bit of momentum. Yes, it's just your first account. It's not really gonna drive you to get 100 machines, but at least you have that first account. So now you know what worked there, and now you can use that to get your second, your third, and hopefully your 100th, depending on how big you want to grow your vending machine business. So marketing is important. And then, as I spoke about just a second ago, customer experience, making sure that your customers have the products they want, have the toys they want, the machines are working well, you're not just buying used junk machines that don't work well, and just seeing how that kind of works. When the customers are happy, you're gonna make more sales. So keep that in mind. Moving on to the next step here is embracing technology into 2024 and beyond. A lot of these machines have changed, grown to kind of accept the fact that like cashless payments are here. If your vending machine is only accepting cash, beyond some states where cash is still heavy, most of the United States is gone cashless. 60%, if not more, of my sales are coming from credit cards, Apple Pay, every single day. So equipping your machines with technology that allows you to support the cashless options is a no-brainer and is not an option anymore. And I say that seriously because when you're going out there and looking for used snack machines, drink machines, and all that, you need to make sure you ask the question of, is this machine MDB compatible? Can you plug in a NYX credit card reader? If you need a discount code, link down below. If you can plug in a Cantaloupe credit card reader, whatever. There are so many credit card readers out there that you could try, but make sure that that machine that you're buying accepts a credit card reader, and make sure that you're able to set up your credit card processing before you place the machine. Otherwise, you will be losing out on 50% of your sales, if not more, for many of these locations that you'll be going into and servicing. And the next step is something I didn't include in last year's video, which is essentially financing your vending machine business, financing this venture that you're kind of getting into. I know a lot of people do not necessarily have the cash to start a vending machine business, and there are options in the vending machine space because we do operate physical assets such as the vending machines. Some businesses do have financing. So when you are looking, make sure you get out there and you ask the companies that you're buying machines for from financing. They can run it against your personal credit, but it does, work against the business credit because you're essentially financing it on the machine and not on your personal debt. But obviously, interest rates are at an all-time high, so be careful of that. But maybe by the time you see this video, interest rates are starting to come down. We'll see what happens there. And two, when you finance your vending machines, make sure you have a location already in place, because I believe when you finance a machine and you buy the machine, make sure that machine is being shipped direct to the location. So if you get a location, if you talk to 50, 100 businesses and one of them says, yes, let's get a drink machine, and you go and finance it, make sure when you're financing it that you know or have some idea of how much that machine is going to make based on some average sales of the amount of employees in that business, and make sure that that can cover your monthly financial payment. Otherwise, you will be upside down, and I highly don't suggest having any debt when starting your vending machine business, but I do believe it's an option for many people who don't have the opportunity to essentially dish out $4,000 to $5,000 for new equipment. Here's the next one, is your management, your style of operation. How you operate and manage your vending machine business is going to say a lot about the success in the future of your vending machine business. For the first 2 years of my vending machine business, it was a side hustle. I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. I didn't know that I was gonna own soda snack machines, crane machines, and all this stuff. But now that I have grown and have a lot of these locations and kind of learned a lot of the things and failed in the process, I now have an operations manual, I have operating procedures, and I have purchase orders that are going pretty much every day, making sure that I have product in my warehouse ready to go for the next route, for the next truck to be delivered to the vending machines, to be stocked before the machines are empty. A big thing in this vending machine industry is seeing empty machines, pulling out a fat stack of cash. Yes, this is cool, it looks cool, but that doesn't necessarily show that you're running a vending machine business correctly. Because if you're pulling out a fat stack of cash and the vending machine is completely empty, that's essentially showing me that you could have maybe 1.5 times that amount, because if those machines were full and people are liking those products, if you got there a week or two earlier, that machine would have a lot more money in it So make sure you have a operations kind of system in place when you're jumping into it. And if you do want to grow a nice sized business over the next couple of years, make sure you're planning for that now, so that when you come to having many machines on location in the future, you're ready and prepared to accept what comes with that. And on that point really is just building a brand in your area with all this information, the machines you want, your marketing, your customer experience. You're gonna start to figure out your brand, you know, what your name of your company is. Hopefully you've come up with that already, and kind of getting your name out there and building a strong brand around good service, good quality machines, and good quality products, because this is the most important thing. And then if you're running bulk candy or crane machines, make sure it's good prizes, good win rates, and make sure you have winning customers, because winning customers create lifetime customers, and you always want customers to come back to your machines at some point in the future. Usually people interacting with our vending machines, it is not their first or last time, so make sure they're always getting the same experience every single time, and that is how your brand is built, and that is how people will continue to grow your vending machine business for you, because we are only as good as our last sale, and that's just the truth of this business. These vending machines are a lot different than any other business, as all business are. We're only as good as our sales. Sales is the blood of any business, so make sure you are selling and growing your business as much as you like or as little as you like, depending on your growth rate and how much money you want to make per month in the future. And then as for a bonus is kind of an expansion plan. You know, once you have your first machine, your fifth machine, your sixth machine on location, you've spent a decent amount of money on the machines, on the product, you figured out what your profit margin is, you figured out what people like, what products people like, you figured out which places to go and get your products. Where are you gonna go beyond that? Because once you get to 5 to 10 solid machines, I'm not talking about honor boxes, I'm not talking about bulk candy machines, because it's completely different with those smaller machines and how they make profit. I'm talking about big machines, whether it's mini cranes, full-size cranes, soda and snack machines. What's your expansion plan beyond the first 20 to 30,000 that it's gonna cost to get a couple machines out there on location with good credit card processors? And you know, you start seeing a turnover and you're wondering, where am I gonna go to next? So kind of just make sure that you have a thought process on, okay, here's my expansion plan, you know, because sometimes when you're making money in this industry, it might add up. You might be profiting a lot, but you still need to see when you get bigger accounts, they might want more machines, newer machines, or better products. So it's gonna cost you more in the end. You're gonna make it back, but there is a turnover on that. So if you buy a machine for $4,000 and place it on an account that's only netting $300-400 a month, it's still gonna take you a year and a half to make that money back. So make sure when you're thinking about expanding, you don't go, you know, up to your chin with debt or money or growth strategy. You take it slow, one machine at a time, one placement at a time. You calculate your profit every single time, and you kind of see where you're gonna grow in the future. And I really think having an expansion plan is probably gonna take you beyond anything else in the vending machine business. I wouldn't say just buy one machine. I'm gonna say start an empire, start a vending revolution. And that's really just what we've been doing on this channel for the last 5 years. As I said though, wrapping the video up here, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this channel, to this video, to the last 5 years of videos on this channel. I really appreciate every single one of you watching and subscribing and liking and commenting. I appreciate it. It inspires me to create more awesome content like this in the future. And thank you to our sponsor, Vending Exchange. Make sure you check that link in the description down below. And guys, if you enjoyed the video, please come back soon for new videos on this channel soon. The next video, I will be in Las Vegas, Nevada with a bunch of vending business owners, and I'm gonna get you guys 10 tips from some of the biggest vending business owners in the country. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.